Online students, am I audible to you? Okay. Now let us move to the further. I hope in the previous
This
session,
meeting is being recorded.
what we started with, what we already started with. So conditional statements, flow control statements, conditional statements we started. There is a part of that. We started the first statement, simple if statement I started. And there it is a diagrammatically I was explained it. And you might work on that area. Okay. As a part of that, what simple if statement will do. So you might learn about it. The concept must be so clear. And I give some example for you. Have you done it? Done or not? Done. Right? Write down. Next. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept which will accept any word, which will accept any word, which will accept any word and decide whether it is a vowel or decide whether it is a vowel or not. This is the actually I gave a homework for you people, but I don't know whether you have done or not. But it was a continuously asking some online students, and that I'm doing with this kind of if else statement, if simple if statement. Go to the place, students. Here you try to go for PyCharm. So there, close this spot. Go to 9am conditional statements here. Some examples has done already. Now I'm going to take up. Come on, help. How do you do that? Simple if statement example 3.py 3.py. There I'm writing it. So program for deciding program for deciding deciding the word deciding the word whether it is oval or not, oval or not. Start. What I need to accept it. Word is equal to input of enter any word, enter any word. Okay, that word is coming, that word is coming. Take an example of something like apple. Apple, you take it. Is it a vowel or not? Yes, it is a vowel because this word contains letter called what? E. Either A must be there or E must be there. Any one of the vowel is present in that. We'll call it as what? Vowel word. And come on, how do you define? If word, word, come on, double equal to A E I O U. Like this, like this, like this. Then how? If it is like that, colon, what you will say? Uma is saying like that. Uma is saying like this. AEIOU. If this is written like that, answer will not come. If this is like this, if you write it, if you like write like this, AEIOU. Here I am writing A, and next is called Uma is writing like that. E, I, and then what? O, and then what? U. Like that. It is written like this. It is written. So Uma is written like that. So what is this? You are saying print. It is a vowel word you are writing, correct? Vowel word you are writing. Okay. You are writing like this. Suppose if it is not, so I'll say what? You are writing what? Not equal. Not equal. No? You're writing not equal. This I'm not writing. You are saying I'm writing. Vowel. Vowel. Not a vowel word. Okay. Not vowel word. This you are writing. I'm just saying I'm writing that. Say here I am writing, running this apple. Apple. What is coming? Not apple. What is coming? Okay. One more I will run it. Vinnandi first. So sky. Sky. What is this now? Not vowel word. Not vowel word. Now something like kiwi. It is called what? Not vowel word. For everything, not vowel word only coming. This is not a logic at all. This is not a logic at all. Atma. Okay. You said like this. In you said. Okay. In you said. This is not in you said. Okay. Not in like this. Not in. Not in. Like this you said. Okay. So coming to this, come to this place. Apple. So what is coming? Not a vowel word. Not a vowel word is coming. Not a vowel word is coming. Okay. Try to run it once again. Something like try. It is also called what? Not vowel word. It is coming like that. So these are all called not working things. So I will cancel this. I'll write my logic. Now see. The logic is if see students always keep in mind what my sir said the syntax, what you are writing, that is an important. Whatever you like it, if you write it, it will not come because it is not developed by you, right? The system is not developed by like this. So coming to the point of it, now I'm going to say this answer. Carefully try to follow. All of you carefully try to follow. So I'm going to write it. Okay, ma, Uma. So okay, if that is the case, it's perfect. It's perfect. But you said that something like what is available. So in like that you said no. That's why you only said that you have written like this. You only said that you have written like this. This is the one you have written 915. That's why I wrote like that. Okay. So coming to the point back, now I'm going to move to the further. No issue. Coming to the point of it. Now I'm going to say word is equal to input of enter any word. There I'm going to write it. Here I'll write it. First of all, membership operator functionality is what? A value in iterable object. But you are doing reverse. Subject must be read and to come to the class. So I'm writing A in word. A in word. Value in iterable object. You are doing reverse. A in A or what is the next step? What is the next step? E in word. E in word. Or I in word. Or O in word. O in word. Or E in word. AEIOU. U in word. Any one is true, then I can say it is called what? Is a vowel word. Is a vowel word. I can say is a vowel word. Okay. Is a vowel word. I can say. Dot format of what what I am going to write it. So obviously, when I take this now, I will add simply called what? Not. Not I will write it. Not in. Not in. Not in. So not in I am writing. Here also I am writing not in. Not in. So other point also I am writing not in. And moreover, it should be all of them are what? What is this now? And I need to write it. I need to write and here. So here I will write it and everything is and I need to write it. Okay. Try to follow me carefully. So here I am writing Python. I am writing Python. Python I am writing. So here I am writing Python. Python is a vowel word because O is satisfying. Now I'll write it here. Try. Try. Try is vowel word. So of course here you need to write is not a vowel word. So try to execute. Try. You are getting what? TR. You try to write it. Sky. Sky. So try to run it. Sky. Not a vowel word. Not a vowel word. KVR is not a vowel word. Something like that. We need to write this concept. So I hope that you are following me. The concept is when I enter a capital letter, it is not going to work. Python is going to print not a vowel word, it is printing. Because you are writing everything in what? Small. What you do is, that time I will write it, dot what? Lower I will write it. Lower. Where I am writing the lower, you observe it. Because the moment when you accept the data, it is in string format. You are converting into where? Lower. Why lower I am writing? Because I am writing in what? Small AEIOU I am taking. That's why I am getting into smaller. Okay. So I think students try to run it. You say capital Python here. So anything is there, it is going to print the vowel word only. You enter whatever the mixed case you like it. So I'm writing JAVA. So JAVA, I'm writing it. It is going to come in the form of what? Standard one. It is a vowel word. So I think it is more clear. And this is the one. There is one more logic is also there, students. That is already I said you. That is by using sets you can do. Sets by the concept of what? Disjoint concept you can use. Disjoint concept you can use. Because once you apply my classroom notes on the given problem, 101% that will be solvable. If you don't remember and if you don't come to that point, it is a difficult students. So the same example, I'll go to this place. Here I am writing it. Here I am going to write. Simple example, simple if statement 4.py. So there I am writing it. Try to take this now. Here I am going to take up. So 4.py. These are all constant and tremendous logics you have to remember. So the word is in the form of string. That you come to that. Convert into what? Set of word. Set of word. So that words are coming in the form of set. Dot. What is the another thing? AEIOU is also there. That is also called, I will take in the form of set. The function name is called what? Is disjoint. Of what I'm taking, you take in the form of A, E, A, E, or simply I can write it. List of what? List of what I can write it. Here I will write it. Set of, list of, I'm writing directly AEIOU. AEIOU. Carefully try to follow. AEIOU is a string. I'm converted into what type? List type. I'm passing to whom? Setter type. I'm converting the list into setter type. Setter type. So I'm going to take up. If that is designed, if this is designed, designed means what? Completely different. Completely different. Here I can say what? Come on. He is not a. He is not a vowel word. He is not a vowel word. He is not a vowel word. Dot format of what? Word. Now I'm going to write it. Here I will write it. Here I will write it. Not a vowel word. After writing that, of course, you can write here also. There I am writing not. I am applying not. Not means what? Print off what is this? Vowel word I am writing it. Vowel word. So this is called what vowel word. So I think you are understanding sky. Sky. This is a word. Sky is converted into letters. Word is converted into set. And this is completely disjoint from AEIOU. Disjoint returns what here? True. True means what? Not a vowel word. Now I'm entering something like apple. Apple I'm entering. So this part is converted into vowel set. Different letters will come. P will come one time only. A P L E will come. A P L E will come. A P L E disjoint from AEIOU definitely false because A is available here. A is available false. It is coming to this place. This is also becoming false here, but not false you have written. It is called what? Vowel word you are printing. Try to run it. Here I am writing apple. It is called vowel word. And I can write it what you know, something like why. You say it is not a vowel word. I think you are following. This is related to what? The logic of what I gave the homework for you people. So I think you understood how to do the example, something like this. With the for loops, if I come, you will do some more extra problem solving techniques, you will get it. So any one of the way is also best. Whichever way you like it, you can follow. First of all, you must solve the things. So don't look for best ways now. You try to see that what are all the best number of ways are there to solve the problem. You follow that, because we are not going to write any final test here. We are learning all problem solving techniques. So student want to get the job. If student want to get the job, they must have the concept of what? If a problem is given, how to solve that problem with multiple ways. Multiple ways, if you solve the problem, you are an intelligent student. If you are an intelligent student, solving the given problem with multiple ways and means is called intelligent. So I don't want to say only one solution and this is only the final solution. If that is the case, we will not be getting any good opportunity in the industry. You need to know multiple problem solving logics. Are you able to follow them? Right. Next, one more you write it. Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Shall give it as a homework. You do it. That is a very easy. You can do it. Write a Python program which will accept, which will accept, which will accept a word or value, which will accept a word or value and decide and decide and decide whether it is and decide whether it is palindrome or not. Already I said with the example of ternary operator. Once again I am saying decide whether it is a palindrome or not by using simple if statement. By using simple if statement. By using simple if statement. Right. Now I'm going to enter into slowly. So our things is not simple if statement. I need to introduce shortly in the class about what if else statement also. Why I need to go for if else statement. Now I'm introducing if else statement concept. Let us move to the, let me highlight what is the time taken by the simple if statement to evaluate the conditions. I'm going to show you one simplest part here. Students, take this example. Yesterday, some examples I gave homework for you. Even that you do it as a homework. You know the homework now? So value is equal to value colon minus 1 you will apply. Now coming to this example, what is that now? Biggest among the two numbers. Suppose if I enter 10 to, carefully everybody, 10 to, 10 greater than 2, what is this now? Madhu Babula Kaban, true. It is a true. And go to where? Line number 6. Line number 6, it is going to print the data. After printing the data, which line it will go? It will go to the 7th line. So actually here answer came. Here answer came unnecessarily. It is going to the 7th line. That will be the time consuming process here. Unnecessarily going to the line number 7 also. In best case, if else is not going to be the best approach. You take one more kind of thing called what you know. One more thing you take it as what? All A greater than B, A less than B, A is equal to B, you take it. So 10 and 2 you take it. 10 greater than 2, 2. Output is coming. Unnecessarily it is going to line number 7. It's my time waste. Unnecessarily it is going to where 9th line also. It's a time waste. So is it not unnecessarily wasting the time of comparing unnecessary conditions or not? Here you got the output. So well and fine. It should execute what only? program execution completed. But unfortunately, unnecessarily it will go to where? Seventh condition and then what? Ninth condition also. This is taking more time in any of the cases. On and average, the time complexity of if statement is little more than what? If else statement which I am going to introduce now. Once again, take an example of it. 10 and 20, you take it. 10 less than 10 greater than 20, false. Coming to line number 7, 20 greater than 10, it is a true. Line number 8 is executed. It should not go to ninth line at all. Simply it has to go to where? Line number 11. So unnecessarily it is checking this condition. This is not a recommended process. If at all we go for if statement, where the time is going to be taken more by this application. So if simple if statement, okay, you can use it, but there is a better one is available, that is if else statement. Shall we go for if else statement now? Online students, did you understand the simplest limitation of simple if statement? Now I'm going to enter into the if else statement. Carefully try to follow. Now I'm writing if else statement. Carefully follow, students. Now I'm writing if else statement. How simple it is. Now I'm writing the syntax here. Now I'm writing the syntax. What is the syntax here? If test condition, if test condition I am writing, if test condition, there I am going to write it. Block of statements 1, block of statements 1, block of statements 1. Today we are getting extra keyword called what? Else. Else. So here else. There I will write what again now? Block of statements 2. I am writing here block of statements 2. Here I am writing block of statements 2. There I am going to write it. Another part of it. Another part of it. Here I am writing another part of it. Here I am saying other statements in the program. Other statements in program I am writing. Other statement in program. There I am going to mention something like this. So how the flow will be now? Simple. I'm saying the flow. Carefully try to follow. First PVM comes to where? Test condition. Test. Last and final. If you don't speak, I never interact with you. Last and final I am telling. మీ ఇష్టం ఇంకా చెప్తున్నా బాయ్స్, ఆన్లైన్ బాయ్స్, ఐ ఆల్రెడీ సెట్. If you don't speak, I cannot talk to you. I will go on explaining. You will get a problem. 100%. Last and final, I said, utilize my sessions perfectly and continue. Where PVM is coming, if you maintain silence, I need not ask that question. Simply myself will say, PVM go to test condition, evaluate, it is true, execute block of statements 1, later it will execute other statement. Like that, I will go on explaining without asking you any question. That time you will become waste. మీ ఇష్టం అది. Offline students, try to boys especially and girls also try to take care. Last and final, the moment when you don't interact, I will go on explaining. Because when I am asking, you are not responding now. Then what can I do? Why should I waste my time? So last and final, still I am giving an opportunity for you to speak. PVM comes to where? Test condition. If test condition is true, it will go to the block of statements 1 is executed and it will execute the other statements in the program. It never go to the else block of statements. It won't go to the else block of statements. That is in the case of true. Now, if the test condition is called false, if the test condition is called false, it will go to the else part, execute the else block of statements 2 and also execute the other statements in the program. At any point of time, either block of statements 1 or block of statements 2 will execute. And later it will execute other statements in the program. The simplest diagram I will write it. Carefully follow. So here I am writing test condition. Here I am writing test condition. Here I am writing true. Here I am writing false. False. If it is true, what is happening? Execute a block of statements 1. Execute block of statements 1. Execute block of statements 2. Execute block of statements 2. Block of statements 2. After executing any one of the block of statements 1, block of statements 2, it will execute other statements in the program. Execute other statements in program. Execute other statements in program. This is called entry. This is called entry. This is a flow chart for if else statement. Once again, I am going to repeat. First, it will come to the test condition here. If it is true, PVM will execute the block of statements 1 and execute the other statements in the program. If the test condition is called false, it will come to the execute the else block of statements 2. Later, it will execute the other statements in the program. Only once only. At any point of time, either block of statements 1 or block of statements 2 will execute. Let me show you the diagrammatic approach now. Diagrammatic approach I want to show you. Conditional statements I want to show. If else statement I want to show you here, students. Try to see the diagrammatic approach. Try to write like this in your notes also. If else statement. If test condition, block of statements 1, block of statements 2, etc. Indentation block of statements 1. Else statement 1 1, statement 1 2, statement 1 n. Indentation block of statements 2. Other statements in the program. So PVM comes to where first I said test condition. True, I said already. False, I said already. Execute other statement. Here if else are called keywords. If the test condition is true, PVM executes indentation block of statements 1 and later executes other statements in the program. If the test condition is called false, PVM executes indentation block of statements 2 and later executes other statements in the program. This is called if else statement concept. Now I am going to enter into the problem solving now. You take this example. What is that example? Accepting two numerical values, find the biggest among them by using simple if statement. Or you take very basic one first, like this you take it. Here, once this is true, line number 6 is executing, unnecessarily coming to 7, later it will go to 9. This program I want to replace with if else statement. Look at if else statement example1.py. Example1.py. So here I am writing. So I will carry the same sentence. Try to follow me. Here I am writing like this. I'm going to write it accepting the same thing. That is obviously I will take it. Two values I'm getting it. Two values I'm getting it. So go to the place. Here I will paste it. Now I'll write it. If A greater than B, I'll print that previous statement I will print it. This only I will print it. So here I'm writing max of that AB is equal to like this. Then I will write simply what else. I will write the same thing. I will write what now? B only I will write it. And I'll write later program execution completed. Something like another statement. Program execution completed. So this is the point. So I will start my logic here. So first two values are accepted here. If A greater than B, suppose I am taking 10 and 2 here. 10 greater than 2, it is true. Printing the answer here, simply it will go to where? That means I am minimizing in going to B greater than A. This is the little speed, more speed than what your first program. Suppose in worst case, if 10 it is called 20, 10 greater than 20 it is false, definitely it will go to else and then it will execute. So here if we try to run this, so 10 and 2, if I write it, you'll be getting 10, program execution completed. If I enter 1020 here, you are getting what? 20, program execution is also completed. I hope that it is more clear about what else for a small problem. For bigger problem, if I go, there is a lot of difference will be there. I'm going to show you. The same example, I would like to go to this. So let us go to the next example here. I'll take the file name. Next one I'm going to take up. Now I'm going to take up more important coding here. Go to this place. Here I will carry this. Now I'm writing. Try to put it over here. Simple if statement example 2.py. So here I'm going to write it. Coding is going to be like this. Remove this entire thing. Remove this entire thing. I'll start from beginning. So 2.py. This is called 2.py. Now here I am writing how many results I want to get it. 3 results I want to get it. One is called A bigger. One is a B bigger. One more is called what? Equal. So if I take it as if else, if there are 4 things are there, I will write 3 times if, and the rest of the time I'll go for what? Else. Let us go to the point here. If A greater than B, what is happening? Print of max of first value comma second value is equal to like this. Dot format of A comma B comma A. This is in the case of this A. Now I'm going to write what? Else. Totally how many results we are expecting? 3. One result is over if it is satisfied. Next, how many results are available? 2 more results are available. Definitely under else I will write what? Another if I will write it. If B greater than what? A. B greater than A. Print of what I am writing? Max of first value comma max of first value comma second value is equal to like this. I am writing format of A comma B comma B. A comma B comma B. Now else I will write it for that if statement. This is called inner if else. This is outer if else. Inner else. Simply I will write it. Simply what I will write? All are equal. All are equal. I will write it. So here I will write it. In place of that, I will remove this. All values are equal. All values are equal. I'll write it. Or both the values are equal. I can write it. Both the values are equal. Both the values are equal. I will write it. So okay, students, this is the concept of it. Now I will write it here. See this indentation where I am writing, that is an important. I am from if else inner. This is if else inner. And see my cursor where I am using print of what? I am from this is I am from if else inner. This I am writing. This I am writing. I am from if else outer. If else outer I am writing. So try to go for the flow now. Start. What is the value of A? 10. What is the value of B? 5. 10 greater than 5. It's true. Which line will execute? Line number 6. It will execute. After that, it never go to which part. This entire section will not be considered at all. This entire section will not be considered at all. Lot of time is minimized in going. If we go for simple if statement to 2, once this is getting satisfied, it will execute, it will go to 7th one, it will go to 8th one. This is called unnecessary comparison. Because of that takes more time. If we go to this place now, if we go to this place here, if else statement to 2, what is happening here? Once this is true, it will print the result. Simply it will go to where? This part. This entire if else part, else section will not execute at all. This is called what? Much better than what? Simple if statement. Let us run this now. I'll say 10 here. I'll say 5 here. And I got it. Max of that. I am if else outer. I got it. One more time I will run it. One more time I will run it. There I am going to write the data called what? 300 and 400 if I write it. What is happening? 300 greater than 400 is true. Is a false. Yes, this value is false. Coming to where? Else part. There in the else part, one more if is there. 400 greater than 300 is true. It will execute what? This part. After that, where it will come? It will not go to this else part. It will simply come out of that if else X other statement. What is the if else other statement? I am from if else inner. From there it will go out of the program. Outside what is there? I am from if else outer also will be printed. Max of that 400. I am from if else inner. I am from if else outer. Because when you go to an interview point of view, they will ask you, they will give a piece of code and they will ask you the output. They will ask you the output. Lot of people, if you take it, if you take on and average 80% people or 100% people, if I take it, 75% of the people cannot decide the output when they give the code. Why? Lack of knowledge of if else, lack of knowledge on if, all those things, lack of knowledge, they can't able to answer such questions. That's why to answer such questions, concept is more important than programming practicing is important. Response in the class is important. If all these things are missing, result will not be coming definitely. So I think you are following me. So this is going to be more better than what? Come on. Simple if statement. If else is more better than simple if. Right? Write down one more example. Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept any digit name. Which will accept any digit name. Which will accept any digit you write. Which will accept any digit. Which will accept any digit and print its name. Print its name. Print its name. Print its name. What is the meaning of that? Print its name. Like if you carefully follow students, if my digit is called a 0, I need to print as what? 0. I need to print. If a digit is equal to 1, I need to print as what? 1. If the digit is so on, if the digit is equal to what? 9, it should print as what? 9. Like that. If I enter 1, 2, 3, if I enter 1, 2, 3, if D is equal to 1, 2, 3, it should print as what? Number. Number is a collection of digits or not? I want to print. Very, very important. Go to the place and I'm entering into further. So how do you do? This example I will do it with what simple if statement I want to do. With a if else statement also I want to do it. Let us go for with a simple if statement how to do it I will tell you. Then I will move to the further. So simple if statement I will do first. Then I'll go for if else statement also I will go for it. Carefully try to understand. These are more important. So it is called what? 4.py. Simple if statement example 4.py. Okay. 4.py. So there I'm going to take up, there I'm going to write it. Program for accepting any digit, accepting any digit and display its name. Display its name. Okay. Now go to the place. Here I'm writing. D is equal to what? Int of input of, come on, enter any digit. Enter any digit. So the digit possibilities are what here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many conditions I have to write it? How many conditions? 10 conditions I have to write it. With a simple if statement. This is by using simple if statement. Simple if statement. So quickly you try to answer it. If t double equal to 0, not 0, is 0. Dot format of what? D is format of D. Right? Now I'm going to take up, now I'm going to equal to 1. So I'm writing it is called a 1. 1. Observe carefully, student. And this is the one where you can understand more clear about why if else is required. And this is called a 2. This is called a 2. There I am writing is equal to 3. Is equal to 3. Here I am writing 3. 3. There I am writing is equal to 4. I am writing is equal to 4. There I am writing 4. There I am writing is equal to 5. There I am writing 5. There I am saying 5. 5. There I am writing is equal to 6. Is equal to 6. I will write a 6. I am writing like this. Here I am writing 7. 7. So there I am writing 7. So there I am going to write it 8. 8. There I am writing 8 here. So written. Next I am going to write it 9. 9. So this is called 9. Next I am going greater than what? 9. Greater than 9 is called what? Is number. Is number. Is what? Number. Are you able to follow? Greater than 9 is called number. Okay. Now I am going to write it. I am going to run this code. And one more thing I will write it. Suppose if I enter minus 123, what will happen? This is not a, this is also number or not? But this is going to be false here now. All of them are false only, right or not? That time, what is that problem now? So what I will do that time? Come on. If t less than 0, d less than 0, what is this now? If I enter minus 4, what will happen? What I should print it here? Negative number, negative number. Minus 4 if I enter, what will be happening? Is it a number or negative digit? Then it is printing negative number, right or not? It is a wrong or not? What should I do that time? That time I will say, if you go for it, and if you understand me, you can write as usual, all completely. If you can carry, and you can write what? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 can do. In shortcut, I am doing shortcut in the sense, if a d in minus 1 comma minus 2 comma minus 3 minus 4 minus 5 minus 6 and then minus 7 and minus 8 and then minus 9 if it is there. If it is there, I will print as what? Simply is what? Negative. Negative. What is this? Digit. Up. That I will satisfy you. If the number is called minus 123, all of the above are false. This also false. This is also false. D less than 0, minus 123 less than 0. Is it true or not? Are you following me? And if I say minus 4, this is all of them are false only. It is also false only. This is minus 4 in the minus 4 is printing what? Negative digit. But this is also satisfying. That is also printed. Understand or not? And I will write and to avoid that, if you want to see that output once, I will show. Later I will add the condition. Later I will write what? Program execution completed. Program execution completed. See students, how many lines of code is written? 30 lines of code is written. Try to run this now. Say the value called 5. 5 is 5. And after 5 is checking. Unnecessarily it is going to check 7. 16th line, 19th line, 20th line, 22, 24, 26, it will check all the things. It's a time waste. If I say in worst case, 0, if I say 0 after checking, it will go to other conditions also checking. It takes lot of time. Are you able to follow? Right. If I enter the value called what? 567, if I enter, it is a number is printed. If I enter minus 4, you see the two answers will come. What are the two answers? One is I can write a dot format of what? D. I forget to print it. Let us run this now. Minus 4 if I enter, I got negative digit as well as minus 4 also. This is a simple proof for you. This is satisfied here. Plus this is also getting satisfied. So to avoid this problem, what should I do? Here I will write it. And D not in. I will write it. D not in. I can write it. D not in. D not in. That's all. D not in. You say something like -4. -4 is a negative digit. Yeah, I say -123, which is called what? Negative number. Is a negative number. You want to write a negative number? You can. So it is called what? Negative number. It is called which number? Positive number. Perfect. So you say something like 345, positive number. I say -567 is a negative number. If I say any value like -7, -7 is a negative digit. If I end is 7, this is called what? 7 is 7. Able to follow? This is how many lines I wrote it. This is good. But what is happening? Technically speaking, performance is going not correct. Performance is not up to the mark because once in worst case it is satisfied fourth line. Fourth line answer is coming. Unnecessarily waiting for what? Checking unnecessary conditions. This is not a recommended process. Are you following me? So if I have 100 conditions in simple if statement, if the first condition is satisfied, it will execute. Unnecessarily checking how many conditions? 99. That is not the correct approach, not a good approach in the programming. To avoid that, the same program I will write with which statement? Simple if statement I will go for it. Let me go to the simple if statement. Are you first of all understanding what is the meaning of that? So why I'm going for simple if statement? Are you understanding? Right. Now I'm going to enter into the simple if statement. Go to this place. Simple if statement. This everything I will carry. Only question I will carry. Rest of them I will get it into like this. Up to here I will carry. So why to write again the same? So here I am writing. Remove this now. Remove this now. This place you take it and write on the top of it. Start here with if else statement. By using which statement? If else statement I am going to take up. Enter any digit. I wrote it. Once this is done, what I will write it? It will go to where? Else. Else means I will write how many conditions? Rest of the conditions I'll write it. Suppose if it is satisfied, it is straightforward go to the other. It never bother about what? Rest of the 9 conditions. Is it the best or not? Well, be careful, students. I'll simply try to copy here. I'll make it a little bit fast. See the indentation, how to write it. What? 1. 1. Again, I will write it what? Else. Here I will write it. Take care. This is called 1. Here I am writing 1. Here I am writing 1. Huh? Okay, this is 1 and this is called 2. This is called 2. This is called 2. Okay. Simply I will go for what next? Else. Else. I'll go to this place. What is this now? 3. 3. Else. So I'll go to what now? 3. So I'll go to 3. So next I'll go to what? Else. See how I'm writing this? What is this now? 4. 4. What is this now? 4 again. 4 again. Online students, be careful. Try to follow me carefully. Is equal to what? 5. It is 5. 5. Next I'm going to write it else. Where I'm writing is equal to what? 6. This is going to be 6. This is going to be 6. Again I will write what? Else. There I'm writing 7. 7 I'm writing. This is called 7. 7. There I'm writing else. So there I'm writing is equal to 8. 8 I'm writing. So this is 8. 8 I'm writing. Again I'm writing else. So here I will write it is equal to what? 9. 9. This is 9 here. So here I will write it else. Still other conditions are there or not? What are the other conditions, students? Greater than what? 9 now? Greater than 9 now. Okay. What is that 9 stays? Come on. Positive number. Okay. Next. Else I am writing. Oh, come on. D. D. Less than 0. And less than 0 ఒకటే తెలుస్తుంది మీకు మిగతా తెలియదు. And this one. I'll write it. This I will carry. So coming to this point. Go to this place now. If else statement example, this part I will take it. Here I will write it. Here I will take it. I'll write it. This is the one I'm taking. Take care about this. Print off. Here I will take it. At this line. This is called what? Negative number. Still, if you are interested, I will go to one more also. I will write it. What is this? Else I will write it. One more I am writing. D simply less than what? This part you see. D in. What is this? D in. D in. -1, -2, etc. It is called what? Negative digit. That's all. This is called my program. Observe carefully. Very carefully you try to understand. So here I am trying to write it. Here I am trying to write it. Very powerful logic here. Try to see how it is written very rhythmically. It is called what? It's a very good program for making you to understand how if else. It is called in your colleges if else ladder or nested if else statement we can call. Enter any data like our previous program, it will execute. So say for 4, it is printing 4. Once it is coming to this 4, will it execute the rest of the else statements and everything? It never execute. It minimizes lot of development time. If I say 1, if that 1 is satisfied here only, rest of the else statements will not be executing at all. It saves lot of time. If it is 0, it will print the line number 5 only. Simply it will go out of the program flow. Are you able to follow? So if we want in 42 line I am writing. What is the 42 line? Program execution completed. Program execution completed. Here I am writing. So try to run this now. So I'll say something like 106. Program execution is completed. You try to run this, students. You are getting something like 123 you are entering. It's a positive number. You say something like -5, it is a negative digit. You say something like -56, it is going to be a negative number. Finally everything is understandable. Clear up? Good. Which one is the best one? Which one is the best one? If else statement or simple if? If else statement is the performance oriented compared to what? Simple if. Simple if. Now carefully observe it. Simple if statement number 4. How many lines of code? So that one 30 lines. If else statement example length of the code 42. But 42 lines of code is if else. 42 lines of code is if else. In this case, just one small conclusion. And here how many lines? 30 lines. So it is called what? Short in length. Short in length. Be careful. I am preparing one important conclusion. Short in length plus what? Less performance. Correct or not? Less performance. Okay. Next I'll go for what? Come on. 42 lines is called what? Come on. So very long in length plus what? More performance. These are the things we are getting. Immediately what you are expecting, what you are expecting. First one, what is the advantage? Second one, what is an advantage? So what I am expecting, what I am expecting, come on, what I am expecting? Plus what? That is called what? If else statement. If else statement. So I'm going to convert the same 42 lines of code of what? If else statement into where? If if statement. Sir, why this is becoming 42 lines, sir? Can you tell me one example here? You follow me. See, ma, you come to that. If the number is 1 here, see that what is the simple limitation of if else? And limitation in the sense only length point of it. Length point of it. What is the value here? 1. 1. 1 is equal to 0. Come on. False. False means which line it will come? Sixth line. After coming to sixth line, it is going to which line? Seventh line. And whenever it is coming to else, definitely it will go to 11th, 10th line. When it comes to 12th line, it will go to 13th line. So here only two lines are becoming wasted or not. Those two things are combined together in a compact form. That is called what? Else if are merged together as called what? If. If. I hope you are following me. So else if are combined together as what? If. That is what we are expecting now. This entire program I am going to reduce into smaller in code. That is called what statement? If else statement. Let me go to the if else statement here. So similarly to that, I am writing it. Continuation part of it. Here I will write it. Take care, students. If syntax, I am going to write it. So take care and quick immediately. Third, I'm talking about what is that now? If else statement. Here what I'm writing? If test condition 1. Test condition. Earlier I used to write what? Earlier I used to write like this, correct? Under else what I am writing? What I used to write earlier, students. Under else I am writing what? Test condition 2. 2. Block of statements 2. Right or not? Today what I am doing? Else plus if are clubbed together as what? If. So this is called if. What is this now? Test condition 2. Block of statements 2. Test condition 3. Test condition 3. Block of statements 3. Block of statements 3. Test condition 4. Block of statements 4. Like that I'm writing multiple conditions here. Like this I'm writing multiple conditions here. What is this now? Test condition n. Block of statements n. I need not write else block here. If at all you want to write else block, you can write it, no issue. Writing else block of statements is optional. Else block of statements. Else block of statements. Come on, start the flow now. I'm going to start the flow now. Here I'm going to write it. Very, very simple, students. Start the flow. First coming to where? Test condition. Test condition is called what here? True. Execute what? Block of statements 1. It never go to further. Because else if how it was executing, same way. Where it will go, students? Other statements in the program. Now, test condition 1 is called what? False. Definitely it will go to where? If. Test condition 2. If it is to execute the corresponding indentation block and execute what? Other statements in the program. If test condition 1 is false, test condition 2 is also false, go to where? Test condition 3. Execute the corresponding block of statements and execute what? Other statements in the program. If all the test conditions are not satisfying, which are mentioning under if and all those things, it simply go to where? Else block. And writing else block is optional. I may write it, I may not write it. I may write it, I may not write it. That is related to else block. I hope you are following me. So if elif is the best among all, called what? Simple if, and then what? If else. So I will write this now. I will write almost how many lines only? 30 lines only I will write it, which is getting what? Short in length plus what? More performance. We'll see how many lines will come. Definitely it will come to 30 lines only, not more than that. Now I am going to write the code. Shall I go to that now? Simple if statement example number 4, I will take it. Simple if statement number example 4. This I am going to copy. Let us copy this example. Before that, simple if statement example, if else statement. This is a 3 only. So here you go. Here I am writing if if statement example 1.py. Right? So here I am writing done like this. Here I am writing the same code. Here I am writing the same code. If elif statement I am going to take up. Now I am writing the code. What is the code I am writing? Simple if statement number 4 is written now. This point is there now. I'll copy as it is. As it is, I will copy students. If this one, what I am writing simply, here I will add elif. Elif. Here I will write it elif. Elif. I'll just add it. That's all. Other than that, nothing I am going to do. Elif. Other than that, nothing I am going to do. Here elif. Here I am going to do elif. Here I am going to do elif. Here I am going to do elif. So here I am going to do elif. Here also I am going to write elif. Here also I am going to write elif. Are you following me? Else I am not writing. Else I did not write it. Getting up? Right. Let us start. How many lines? 30 lines with high performance. So let us run this now. Perfect. Now I'll say 4. 4 is coming. And next I'll go for what? 6. 6 is coming. Here I will write it. Minus 3 for 456, negative number. I'll say something like minus 6. Minus 6 is a negative digit. I'll say 1, 2, 3 here. It is called a positive number. I'll say 0 here. I got the 0 value here. Are you able to follow now? Right. So what is the first foremost important thing? Out of these three things, here I took it as what? 30 lines of code is coming, which is going to take what? Short in length, and next is called what? More performance is coming. This is called what statement? If else statement. So out of these three is coming. Which one you will prefer always? If, else. Third or fourth కాదు ఇక్కడ. Try to be a something, when you speak something, some meaning must be there. If, else statement is the best. So they will ask you which one is a more performance oriented in this conditional statement of these three. I'll go for what? If else statement, I will take it. Writing else block of statement is optional, student. Keep in mind, returning else block of statement is optional. Here you can write simply. ఇప్పుడు నేనేం రాస్తానంటే ఇక్కడ ఎల్స్ రాస్తాను ఇప్పుడు. ఎల్స్, keep it comment. Else only I wrote it. Which one? Negative digit I wrote else. You try to run this now. I'll say here minus 5. What is minus 5? Minus 5 is almost where only? Else part only. Are you following me? Minus 5 is called negative digit is comes under what? 28th line it is satisfied. I hope you are following me. So here if I write it, I will go for it. Otherwise I may not be writing it. So I will write if, else writing is what? Optional. So let me show you the diagrammatic representation, students. I will go for if elif statement. See here, students, carefully try to follow. I just wrote little compact here. Condition 1, block of statements. Elif, block of condition 2, block of statements 2. Elif condition 3, elif condition n, block of statement. Else block of statement, other statement. Explanation. If test condition 1 is true, PVM executes else block of statements 1 and other statements. If test condition 1 is false and if test condition 2 is true, then PVM executes else block of statements and other statements. If this process will be repeated until all test conditions evaluated and all the test conditions are false, PVM executes else block of statements and other statements in the program. Writing else block of statements is optional. I'll show you the flow chart also, student. You see the flow chart here, very beautiful. So here you see, first it will come to the condition 1 or not. Condition 1 is true. Execute block of statements 1. Straight forward come to where? Other statement. It never go to other place. If first condition is called what? Go to where? Condition 2. What the condition 2 is? Else block of statements 2 and coming to other statement. If condition 2 also false, condition n. True, that block of statement. If it is false, else block of statements and execute the other statements in the program. Are you able to follow, students? Simply, it is comes under what? If else statement. If else statement. So out of all these things, which one is the perfect? If if. So in Python only, if is available. In other languages, it is not there. In other languages, if else are there. If is available only in the Python. So match case later I will explain. Later in the sense after this next class I'll explain and I'll go for this example. Is it clear? So with the if statement, this is by using if else statement. And it is not one day topic. It is a continuous regular topic throughout our entire course. Now, how many lines of code is written for this program here? 30 lines. Earlier, you have written how many lines of code here for simple if? Right. If statement, else statement, it is written what? 42. So, all these lines of code, I will write it into just 3 lines of code now today. Can I write 3 lines of code today? So, now I'm going to write it. Just 3 lines of code, I'm going to write it. Would you like to see the 3 lines of code? Yes, you want to see. So 3 lines of code I am writing, students. Try to follow. Can you write 3 lines of code? Can you write 3 lines of code? Quickly. Yes, sir. Sir. English the first. This entire code which is written here, where is that? If. This is written, if also written how many lines? 30. Now I am asking write 3 lines. Will you write it? Huh? Possible or not possible? Not possible. So now I am going to write it. Carefully follow. That's why you have to read the subject well and you need to come. So now I am going to take it. Is it example1.py? అందుకనే చదువుకొని రమ్మని చెప్తాను నేను. ఎందుకని? To write the beautiful code. Suppose if you go to an interview point of view, you will say, okay, 40 lines there, 30 lines here. I will write less lines of code with the if else statement. And you'll feel that you are a good student. And a student like me coming, sir, you don't take that candidate. Okay, if is okay, not denying, but he's writing 30 lines of code, he is wasting your company time. And wasting your company time, you take me, I will write it just in 3 lines. 3 lines means what? Definitely is a gem. Correct or not? Yes. Why you are not able to say 3 lines of code? Because you are not having subject in the mind completely. Now I am going to take up the code here. I am using dictionary here. Dictionary. Dictionary I am using it. Dictionary. How many digits? 0 to 9. 10 digits are there. I will take key comma value pair. How I will take? You watch it. Dict. DOBJ is equal to. మీరు సబ్జెక్ట్ చదువుకుంటే ఈ థాట్స్ వస్తాయి. If you read the subject well, you will get these thoughts. If you don't read the subject, if you come to the class, brain will not work out, basically. So I will go for is equal to, see that 0. I am writing 0, comma, 1. I will write it. So 1, I will write it. Next is called what? 2. 2 I will write it. Next 3, I'll write 3. Next 4, I will write 4. Next 5, I will write 5. Next 6, now I'm writing 6. Next 7, now I'm writing 7. 7. 8, now I'm writing 8. 9, I'm writing 9. Like this. So I wrote it what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wrote it. Understood? What is that is called? ISA. Dictionary that is. So for K comma V in where DOBJ dot what? No items. So print of K comma V. Print of K comma V. If I try to run it, so I got it what I got it all 0 to this thing is coming. Are you following me? Yes. Now I will write it. A beautiful code now. So already one line is over, but 2 lines will answer ravale. So I need to write the logic here. What I will write it? You need to accept the digit or not. D is equal to what I will write it? Int of input of enter any digit. Enter any digit. 2 lines అయిపోయినాయి ఇంకా ఒక లైన్ లో ఆన్సర్ రావాలి. In 1 line you need to get the answer. Okay. You don't see whether sir will get the answer or not. First you try to understand first. There I will write it. DOBJ dot get of D. I'm passing D. DOBJ dot there is a function name called get. D is the one which you are getting from the keyboard. That digit I am searching in DOBJ. If the D is there in DOBJ, it will give you the value of value. So I am taking into left side variable. If the digit is not there in DOBJ, what will be the answer of X? What will be the answer of X? మధుబాబులో ఏం రాదు మీకు అసలు ఓపెన్ చేస్తాను ఇక్కడ లో ఇట్ విల్ రిటర్న్ నన్ నరేష్ హియర్ రైట్ ఇంపోజిషన్ it is going to give you none dict data type. Go to the dict predefined functions. ఆ రోజు చెప్పాను మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ కూడా మీకు ఏది గుర్తుండదు అసలు బికాజ్ యువర్ గజనీ నంబర్ 1. గెట్ మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. Value is equal to dict obj dot get key. This function is used for obtaining the value of value by passing the value of key. If the value of key does not exist in the dict object, then we get none as a result. Type in. Go to the place. Here, print, run. Enter the data 6. 6 is coming. 6 is coming. You say 0. 0 is coming. You say 123. What is coming? None. So I got an understandability here. The value is coming, result is coming. If value is not there, none is coming. Now I will write res is equal to, now I am writing. Third line I am writing. I will write it. What is that ternary operator I am using? Expression 1, if test condition, else expression 2. What is the test condition here? I am writing DOBJ dot get of D not equal to what? None. Not equal to none. Suppose if I enter 2 here, what is coming? 2. TW not equal to none, true. It will go to this place. Expression 1, what I will write? This 2 I will write it. How do you get this 2? This statement I will write it over here. ఇది చదువుకొని ఉంటే ఈ ఆన్సర్ తెలుస్తుంది లేకపోతే ఏమి రాదు. DOBJ dot get of D, that will give you the value stored in res. If I enter the value called 123 is not equal to none, yes, true. It will come to which place? Expression 2. Expression 2 means what I will write it? 123. 123 is not a digit. What is 123? I was written a beautiful condition. What is that? I will write it. What is this now? Positive number, first of all. Positive number. When it is positive number, if n greater than, d greater than what? 9. T greater than 9 means it is a positive number. Beautiful. If it is else, what I am entering? 199 I entered. Definitely it is called a none. None not equal to none, false. Coming to else. Else again one ternary operator. 199 greater than 9. True. What is that? Positive number. Now I am entering, here I am entering minus 9. Minus 9 is this one, none. None. Go to where? Else. Minus 9 greater than 9, false. Go to where? Else. What I am writing? Negative digit. Negative digit. What is the negative digit? If D in minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9. The beautiful subject. Done. D in this one, negative digit. Else, what is that? Negative number. What happens? Negative number. Negative number. That's all. Finished. Print res. Print of what? Is like that. Dot format of what? D comma res. D comma res. See, 4. 4 is 4. 4 is 4. 5. 5 is 5. 0. 0 is 0. Say 123. 123 is positive number. Say here minus 9. Minus 9 is negative digit. Say minus 678 is called a negative number. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. So here I will enter 9. 9 is 9. But how many lines I wrote it? 4 lines. Just be happy. Third line, 3 lines. Now these 4 lines you keep it. So 3 lines code I am going to show you. 3 lines code I am going to show you. Digit example 2.py. Digit example 2.py. These are called solid examples. 2.py. Digit example 1 dot. This is called a 2.py. So this is the one I am going to say. In place of res, I'll write this entire logic. Entire logic I will write it. So here I am writing. Here I am writing. Jesus అనేది. Okay, 3 lines అయిపోయింది. These 2 are called what? Commenting lines. Commenting. So 3 lines. Run this code. Say 5. Say here 456 positive number. Say minus 6 negative number. Say minus 899 is called a negative number. Finished. So, how is this program? మీకు వచ్చే కదా ఫస్ట్. How is this program? మనకు అర్థమైతే కదా ఫస్ట్. How is this program? ఏంటది? What is that? How is this program, boys? కొంతమందికి ఏం రావట్లేదు, మాటలు లేవు అసలు. Soundless. So coming to the point of it, like online students, you see how they are going to complementing that. How is this program? అంటే ఉత్తగా చూస్తున్నారు ఇట్లా కళ్ళు బిక్క మొక్కలు వేసుకొని. How is this program? బ్యూటిఫుల్. వాళ్ళ వర్డ్స్ మీరు చదువుతున్నారు. సంథింగ్ క్రియేటివిటీ ఉండాలి ఎప్పుడు కూడా. ఇంకేమొద్దు కానీ చదువుకోండి. What is the concept I used it? Dictionary. Dictionary already explained now. 0, 0, 1, ONE, 2, 2. Immediately thought has to come with a key comma value pair. Sir, where is this kind of examples are there? Go for banking DD, you take it. This example also I'm going to tell you. Suppose you want to take a DD for what? 10,035. 10,035 rupees you want to take a DD, for example. What is in the check that DD written? 10,035 rupees will be written or not? 10,000 in words they will write or not, students? Right. Suppose if you take any what do you call, date of birth certificate. from any offices, some e-seva somewhere else, your date of birth will be written in words or not? Suppose 1, 10, and 20, 24. How they will write? 1, O-N-E. This is called O-N-E. 1, 0, 2, 0, 2, 4. Like that they will write. Are you following me? Suppose if you take your memo, 985 marks you are getting out of 1000. 985. They will write like this or not? That time it is useful or not? So this kind of things is very, very important. So coming to the point of it. So, what is this now? For this concept, you become like a Rohit Mehra. Who is Rohit Mehra? Come on. Movie character. So I don't like movies, first of all. So now movie comparison, I don't like it. If you, because KVR is like a student only, like you only. You compare with students. So go to Rehan Patel. So don't go to my dear student. Always comparison with student comparison. So it's not like that. So coming to the point of it, are you okay with this? So after going to home, what you will do? If you read more and more, thoughts will come. If you read more and more, thoughts will come. If you don't read, don't practice, no thoughts will come. Whatever the brain you have in childhood days, same brain only will be there. It won't build properly. That is an important. So, so coming to the point of it, she get superpower from Jadu, sir. Where you get this super knowledge? So super knowledge is coming only because of reading. Right? That is my simple thing. I want to tell you. You also read well. You are actually more intelligent than every faculty. Why? You are 2024 modern student. All fashions, umbrella cutting, keeping rubber band to the hair, like that. Yesterday, one student came at 4 o'clock. Very long hair, this much. Even girls also will not have. Very big hair. Maybe from LKG onwards, he might be made that. And he kept that hair. నేను అబ్జర్వ్ చేశాను. దిస్ ఇస్ అ క్యాప్. దిస్ ఇస్ అ క్యాప్ యాక్చువల్లీ. క్యాప్. దిస్ అ క్యాప్. Cap will have lost this one. That cap is there or not? This is called head of the person, right or not? Head. That person head. That person head hair is kept in that hole, and it's just going like on the road. I just virtually felt that he is a girl only. But he came to this place only for asking next Python batch when. He may be coming to my upcoming Python batch student. So he is saying, while speaking, he is saying here also like this. And first question I will ask him when he come to my class, what is OS? So what is OS? He will say what? Obviously, he is your friend only. So like that. So, Sri Krishna, I think he is a Adivasi hair oil, sir. What he will use, we don't know. If you ask me, if you say, I will ask him once by asking. Because these days people are suffering without because more pressure, air is also going out, and we can ask him when he come to the class. Not definitely, I will ask him one day when he become little older. Now after 1 month, I can ask what is the secret behind this hair, or why he is making that long hair. All those things. Anyhow, students, try to. Time is almost done. And try to execute. Will you execute this? So tomorrow class when I come back, we'll go for which concept now? Match case I will execute. Match case I'll execute, and that will be done. And students, the next Python batch will be starting. Maybe after a festival, Dasara festival, it will start. What is that? I'm not getting you. So here, holidays will not be there. Maybe there or may not be there. I don't know. Try to find out from office. Here, when they declare, we will announce it. So here we will stop this now. Coming to some examples, homework is given. Practice it. Classroom examples you practice. Take care, all of you. Thank you. All the best. Carry on. Online students, you hold on if any doubts are there.